by the power of Grayskull. As you may have noticed, I'm really into the 80s. Probably because I was born in the 80s. But that can't be the only reason. Do you think people born in the 1640s are really into the 1640s? Not anymore. Speaking of the 1640s, whatever happened to ALF? There's none in there. Ah! Whatever happened to ALF?
Ha! Yeah! Kill me!
That's right, he committed suicide, making this rare 1980s ALF toy even more rarer. Rarer? I've just invented a word. Use it. Rarer. It means more rare than the 1640s. The best ALF episodes are available on DVD. My favourite one is one from season 2, where ALF is obsessed with Gilligan's Island, and he wished that his life was like Gilligan's Island, marooned on an island with the Gilligan and Skipper too. And then he actually has a dream where he goes there, and then he finds the castaways actually watch the ALF TV show, and they wish they were living in a family sitcom situation. And then the father on ALF turns to the TV screen and says, "What do you mean? You wished you were on Gilligan's Island. Now you are." In a very creepy Twilight Zone way. It's probably the most chilling segment ever broadcast on television.
Now I realize, it's only fun in half-hour chunks.
But you wanted to be on Gilligan's Island. That's where the fun never stops. Remember?
I recommend it. I don't know the name of the episode. So I'll just buy all of these and go through them. What's that? We're running a bit low on time. Let's read an ALF book together. Okay? Yeah. ALF Summer Camp Adventure. This ought to be good. This was written by Harry Culver and illustrated by Eldon Doddy. Brian Tanner was ready to go to summer camp. Willie, his father, carried Brian's duffel bag down from his room. Brian's mother hugged him. "Don't forget to write," Kate said. Brian's sister Lynn punched him on the arm. "I'll miss you, little brother," she said. ALF, the furry alien who lived with the Tanners, pulled on Kate's arm. "I'll miss him too," he said. "But can I have his food while he's gone?" Ha ha. Oh, ALF. The camp bus pulled up in front of the house. Brian climbed aboard. The Tanners waved goodbye from the sidewalk. ALF had to hide behind a bush so nobody could see him. "Roast a marshmallow for me, kid," he whispered. "Roast a marshmallow for me, kid," he whispered. It was quiet in the house without Brian around. As the days went by, everyone missed him more and more. One night after dinner, ALF said, "How about a drive in the country? Say, up near Camp Windsock?" "What a great idea, ALF!" exclaimed Willie. "Let's go this weekend," said Kate. "And let's make it a surprise," said Lynn. On Saturday, the Tanners and ALF set out for camp. When they came to a toll booth, Willie said, "You'd better hide, ALF. We don't want the toll collector to see you." ALF got under a blanket in the back of the car. "The things I have to go through to get a little fresh air," he grumbled. Finally, they reached Camp Windsock. Kate said, "ALF, you'd better stay in the car so no one will see you. We'll go look for Brian and bring him back here." As soon as the Tanners were out of sight, ALF crept out of the car. "I think I'll sniff out Brian myself. I've got the nose for it." Ha ha. Oh, ALF. ALF soon found Brian in his cabin. Brian was surprised to see him. "ALF," said Brian, What are you doing here? Oh, I guess I just took the wrong turn on the throughway, teased Alf. Then he threw his arms around Brian. Yo, I'm kidding, he said. It's so good to see you, little Earth buddy. Just then Brian's cabin mates came in. Their eyes popped when they saw Alf. Uh-oh, said Alf. Oh, Alf. Brian made the boys swear not to tell anyone about Alf, especially their counselor. The boys gathered around Alf and asked him questions. What do aliens like to do best? Asked one camper. Besides eating? Asked Alf. So Brian and his friends dressed Alf as a camper, and off they went to the mess hall for lunch. I don't remember this episode.
Remember?
Everyone always complained about the camp food. Ah, said Brian, my mattress probably tastes better than these potatoes. But Alf dug in and had not only seconds, but thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, and sevenths, and eighths. Brian's counselor wanted to know who this hungry camper was. Just then, Willie, Kate, and Lynn came into the mess hall. They hugged Brian. Then they saw Alf. Oh, there you are, Alf, said Willie. He turned to the counselor. We brought him with us for the day, he explained. He's visiting from, out of town. He's got a good appetite, said the counselor. He may, need a haircut, Willie said, but he's a great little guy. This is his very first visit to camp. Alf, would you like to be an honorary camper for the rest of the day? Asked the counselor. You bet, said Alf, jumping up. The afternoon sped by. Alf loved camp. At archery, he hit the target 5 times. Nothing to it, said Alf. In pottery class, Alf made a coffee mug. Look, you forgot the bottom of the mug, said Brian. I didn't forget. On Melmac we don't drink coffee, answered Alf. Ha! Oh, Alf. In swimming class, Alf learnt the backstroke. No, no, this way, called the counselor. Ha! Oh, Alf. Alf said, let's enter the canoe race, Brian. Brian looked sad. Oh, Alf, I told you I never win any kind of boat race. Alf grabbed Brian's hand and headed for the canoes. That's because you never had me helping you. Let's go. Guess who won the canoe race? I don't know. Let's find out. Alf! Oh. Awards were given out at a special ceremony. Alf and Brian sat on the stage. Alf helped Brian hold up the winner's cup. Gee, Alf, I never could have won without you, said Brian. Oh, I'm so glad you came, said Brian. Willie, Kate, Lynn, and Alf got into the car. It's been a neat day. Well, see you in 3 weeks, said Willie. Take it easy, champ, said Alf, and don't forget to bring home that cup. It'll make a great cat bowl. Ha! Just kidding. Oh, Alf. You see, Alf eats poor, defenseless kitty cats. I'm starting to understand why Alf went away. Thanks for watching.